How dare you?
Why are you? He always does this. Just to rub it in my face. I can't even get out of this thing.
What? You got a Rancor too now?
His is bigger.
What?
Yes.
Yours has like big crazy horns and shit.
No, his is the cantina. His is the cantina.
Oh my god.
Edition.
Oh my god.
Listen, he has spikes. Listen, I'm not grateful. I'm very grateful for the adopted. He's got spikes. Look at him. Well, now he won't stop. He plays this game. Like I try to catch up to him, and then he just runs away. Stop running.
No, my brother is just the Tard Wrangler of the two of us. He has to lead us around and be like, "Come on, come."
Do you see his spikes? They're orange.
Yes, they are. Quite nifty. And yours has big gnarly horns. What are you crying about?
No, his are orange.
No, I get that he has the like spikes around his back and stuff that are orange and everything, but you got big gnarly horns on the freaking head of the Rancor you got. Pretty cool.
No, his are orange.
Did you want what? You wanted orange? An orange spiked Rancor? Would that have made you feel a little better?
No. Where are we going? I'm hungry. There's stuff at the gas station.
Own your truth. You know, it was difficult. It was at first. I mean, you just cornered me like that and everything, but you know, it's a little liberating now to know I can like Star Wars in more ways than I ever imagined. Dave Filoni is the savior of Star Wars. KK is doing an amazing job. The people out there are just blind and can't see it. So yes, thank you. I can stop lying now.
What? What the fuck?
You hate to do it, but at the same time, it's hilarious. Hello. Oh, hang on. Hello and good evening, everyone. We're here as always for Saturday Night Sith number 85. We're on now. Number 85. We're climbing the number ranks there, aren't we? And with me as always, Jay Hitman. How are you tonight, sir?
Dude, my computer is being a real peach. I had to like exit the studio because I couldn't hear any of the clips that were playing. So,
right.
Let's go. I'm about to throw this out my window. 85. And what a milestone. 85. Not that there's any, parallel between 85 and episode 8 of Ahsoka, but my goodness. What a show. What a show we have in store, and what a show we have to go over. It sounds like you guys had, I didn't catch Bradley, and I don't know if Bradley and Wookiee was Static on the stream too, or no?
No, it was just myself, Wookiee, Duke Devil, and Wookiee.
Yeah, so but it looks like you guys
we did our the watch party for it.
Yeah. So what a show. I watched this early in the week, and then I had to watch it again. Well, I told you before I started watching it again.
I watched it before the stream myself just to get refreshed, and I was like, "Oh, why the hell am I doing this again?" Oh yeah. But yeah, I got through it easier the second time around, but that was also because I was like fiddling around with other stuff, getting things ready and all that jazz. So it was just like, okay.
We have a special guest. My dog has entered the studio and heard Ahsoka and ready to bite something. You're not an Ahsoka fan, are you? No.
Good dog. Good dog.
Good puppy. She's a Sith puppy. Training her.
And we've got Static in the chat. Late in Hitman. Well, things happen.
Things happen.
And Static saying, I don't watch trash, Hitman. No, he doesn't know. Static, although you were there for episode 1, you watched the first episode, so you got that out of the way. Oh, the first 2 episodes, right? I think. Wookiee, late and gay. Yep.
There's so many things that I think we'll just kind of go over the show, but I was trying to formulate my thoughts on this episode. I wasn't able to watch the stream because I was working, but I'm very curious to see what your guys's your thoughts were. But this is typically you think that like, the show starts off bad and kind of gets better at the end, and this just started off bad and progressively got worse. Or it just stayed just. You said something interesting. We were texting earlier yesterday or the day before that you said, let me quote this. Hold on, because I don't want to misspeak my brother in arms over here, but dude, this show is such trash. I had to change my thoughts last night. This is worse than Kenobi.
Yeah, I think that was while we were watching it too. I just like I think I've changed my mind. This is the worst.
Let me preface this by saying that Fractured has no greater hate, to my knowledge, than Kenobi and what was done with Kenobi. I mean. So it was just funny that that's gonna be a Christmas card. I'm saving this. I'm actually going to save this. I am, and then if I can somehow, I got to figure out how to. I don't know how to send these gifts because on Wednesday you're like, "F you, Dave, plagiarist."
And getting to the chat really quick. So Static was saying, the first 2 it was boring and slow. And hello, Marlene Blackwinter. She joined us on. She was in the chat for from when we were watching it, and she was the one that coined the Dave plagueist name. So that's where we got the new name, and says liked and sharing and trying not to be distracted by the Malgus mask. LOL, it fascinates our cats.
Because I'm always mad. It's like the Bruce Banner. That's my secret. I'm
it's just
mad.
always he's just always on it.
Seething
always on it.
in
Hello
anger.
all. Yep. So yeah.
So many things are wrong with this episode, and I want to chronologically go in order with them, but like if I was asking your top 4 issues with this episode, like the ones that just set you over, what would be the top 4 issues within this episode specifically?
Specifically within this episode, Sabine
I have about 17 and a half. Just
Sabine being a Jedi proven, zombie stormtroopers.
Yeah, they're death troopers.
Whatever. But that's, I mean, they were certainly taken from the whole Death Trooper books and stuff.
Absolutely.
More of the felony.
If you do not say, if this doesn't make it in the top 2.
Thrawn further being a crayon eating
Potato King.
What was it? He's crayon eating just mongoloid of a subhuman intelligent retard. And I think that was part, and I knew that would definitely be one of the things that was gonna probably set you up. Because like I remember seeing a meme earlier in the week too, where it's like EU Thrawn, and he has like he's playing 4 levels of chess, and then they tried to say, oh, like Disney Thrawn written by Zahn, and it's like, oh, he's still playing chess. Rebels Thrawn, I forgot what specifically, and then basically Ahsoka Thrawn playing tic-tac-toe, and I'm like, no, just full on Disney Thrawn. No matter what, doesn't matter if it's even Zahn writing him, he's the crayon eating, room temperature intelligent retard. That's all he is.
I don't even think it's room temperature, man.
Barely that. Yeah, Dave plagiarist, and I like the Malgus mask, but watching it pulse kind of hypnotic.
Only when I'm angry,
which is a lot of the time, especially when it comes to this shit.
So you said, Sabine being proven a Jedi.
Oh, and of course, Anakin shows up for Ahsoka, but not for Luke. So you know that's just kind of par for course at this point.
There was so it did not make your top 4. Then I'm surprised. So okay, so let's recap. You said Sabine being the proven Jedi.
Yeah,
you said the zombie troopers. Thrawn being a octopus.
Just a mongoloid, yeah.
And then Dave Felony.
Well, Anakin
showing up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so my top 4, if I could,
by all means, the floor is yours.
If I could even put them with it. I mean, we'll obviously go over all of them, but just the deconstruction of Thrawn. I need to go back and reread the Thrawn trilogy, the original Thrawn trilogy, right? But never in my time reading the books, never once did I think Thrawn would ever act in this way, like, oh, it's an admirable, loss, and then the raining hellfire part of the scene, that hellfire scene where the turbo lasers just magically missed 2 of these just running, what are they called? I don't know, howlers. Like, you're telling me that the turbo lasers just missed them.
Yeah, I mean, so, that's why I think lumping Thrawn as just being
it's just
everything. The crayon eating dipshit. I just kind of lump that all together as
right. So it's the demasculining
everything he's done. Yeah.
So it's the deconstruction of Thrawn. It is the part where just Sabine, the whole Jedi. I agree with you with the Jedi and Sabine thing, and I'm going to get into this right later. My issues. It would be the freaking Lion Witch in the wardrobe, Jedi Witch in the.
We commented heavy on this.
This is why I told you. Did I not ask you if he had a fascination with Tolkien? Did I not ask you this? And I did not know.
There's a lot more references in this freaking episode of more Tolkien and stuff like that. Yeah.
When I had asked
C.S. Lewis, apparently, yeah.
I did not know the title of this episode, and that's why I asked you: is he a Lord of the Ring fan? Is he a Peter Jackson fan? But no. So just the deconstruction of Thrawn, the Sabine being a Jedi is just that part. The freaking Mortis. I knew they were gonna do that. I had it.
Yeah.
They were and the statues. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I had Balin on the old man. Oh, I lost it. I almost sent Wookiee a DM. I almost told him I was going to eat pineapple pizza. I was so mad. Ripped my mask off.
What a thing to eat when you're angry.
I lost my mind when I saw it. That's what. Yeah, because I lost my mind watching this episode. And so much that I was going to go eat pineapple pizza, put barbecue sauce on it. And then I mean there's I would agree with you with the Anakin scene, but the worst scene that I have, or the problem I have, is just, well, I guess that goes back to the whole Sabine thing. I will say the Anakin, the Force Ghost, they cannot seem to get anything right. I watched that. I was like, was this legit Anakin?
Yeah, did you see my I tweeted it out too.
I did.
The comparison of the Return of the Jedi, Hayden Christensen Force Ghost, and this one is like, how do you mess this up so bad?
Apparently they don't know what a ghost is. They need to go back and watch Casper the Friendly Ghost. That's a proper ghost. I don't know if I want to wait or if I want to. We should probably wait till we get to that portion of the. I don't know how we want to break this up. We want to go scene by scene because there's a specific scene where I really want to go over because it really is just, it's one thing that has really bothered me this whole episode. But it's however you want to do it.
Well, let's hang on. Let's see. Failuroni Thrawn is not Thrawn. It's some blue guy LARPing Thrawn with a gun to their head held by a Failuroni. I don't know. Like we have Jake Skywalker. I just don't know a good alternative for Thrawn. So until I can get a good one for Thrawn, I don't know what to go with. And then can I ask for a link to Jay Hitman's channel, please? I want to subscribe. Try to search. Got kind of everything but his channel. It should be in the description. The link to his channel should be there. It should have you covered there. Which, thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Yes, thank you,
Marlene. We can just go in whatever order you pod Thrawn. Because that works. Yeah.
Pod Thrawn. Let's start at the top. I mean, because if we pick, then we kind of jump over the place. So why don't you start at the top or the Band-Aid off, and we'll go down.
Okay, so like definitely my bit was definitely at the start here. And I don't know if this is gonna work so well. This is my first time trying this out, so hopefully there's not an echo or anything, but
You just stop us now.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
I've watched many an Imperial officer make the same assumptions about the rebellion. Even I felt instances.
God dang! I'm. This is my first time trying this out, guys. I'm sorry. But anyway, let me just. I'll just let it play. I have the subtitles up so you can at least see that. So, okay, he goes over that, right? He goes over all of that. He talks about the heroics of one Jedi and the problems that can cause. Okay, so then tell me, Why did you let Ezra run around for 10 freaking years on the planet? How did he escape you? Why did you let him go? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. How? Basically, like, as soon as Sabine met up with Ezra, he seemed like he was chilling on this planet. This should have been like freaking like Terminator, where he's the last human and they're just hunting his ass down, and he's just basically on the run constantly. You know, kind of like how in Terminator 1, it shows the humans just desperately hiding out in areas, being hunted down. Or even, and I hated making this comparison, but I did it on the stream, was Terminator Salvation, when they show Kyle Reese and the way he's ducking and hiding between buildings and stuff like that and doing what he can to survive. So, you know, you needed, that should have been an aspect of what was going on with him, but we had no explanation for why they seemed to be acting, I guess, cordial, or at least they had a unspoken agreement that we weren't really got any information to. But he talked about this as like, so then why didn't you kill Ezra when you had the chance? Why didn't you kill Ahsoka when you had the chance? Why didn't you kill Sabine when you had the chance? There was nothing holding you back. You didn't have to keep your word to anybody. You were not beholden to anyone. Well, it just hurts the brain so fucking much. He knows this, supposedly, and yet still does the complete opposite.
Yeah. Potato-thon. Or pod-thron.
Pod-thron,
I was going
potato-thron.
to say potato-thon.
It's like you are apparently aware and alert to this, yet you're still gonna, okay. Because I mean, well, he used magical Dathomirian witch GPS when Ahsoka got there, and you didn't get her killed.
No, but it's also just a deconstruction of Thrawn. Because if you think Thrawn, being the military genius, the tactician that he was, or was whatever, however you want to go about saying it, that he would have to rely on this magic, like, you're making him look like an idiot, like a buffoon. This guy, there's a reason why Thrawn is as famous as he is. He's not famous because of what he did in the Senate. He's not famous because of his looks. He is famous because of his military genius. He is a master tactician, and he is just cold and calculated.
Yeah.
And in this whole episode, this whole show, the last however many episodes he's been in, has just painted him just as this buffoon, this guy that's, like you said, eating crowns, thinking that they're pretzel sticks. Like, I just,
yeah.
I need to take a drink. Filibust. It's just dumb, and this is why it's like 2 episodes ago. Like I was just so dumb. Because
okay, that's good. Yeah, I paused it for the moment. Red Hoodwinked. Welcome to the stream, sir.
That's why I get so frustrated. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much for getting the subs on us. I much appreciated, Marlene. Hey, this is what happens to Thrawn when he's had failure-ectomy of cerebral tissue, debrained. It's like it is basically like he's been lobotomized. Yes. Well, and like they say, the characters are only as smart as who they're written by, and Dave Filoni is clearly a mental midget. Brandon Trent, hey there, sir. Welcome. It's been a while.
Haven't seen you in a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Stairway ignored the blast doors. Should have set up hidden tripwire claymores for them to pick their way past at least. Well, and when they do the
this is a good
orbital bombardment, they should have had them dealt with.
Well, here's the other point, right? So even as stupid as this whole scene was, that the Star Destroyer is above this thing, like, You think that Thrawn wouldn't have taken security measures to make sure that 3, well, we'll say 1, you can't, I don't even want to call them all Jedi. I guess the one Jedi that would even do that. Can you even call these 3 people Jedi? Ahsoka,
I don't know at this point.
Ezra and Sabine. Like, you would think that he would take more security measures.
I would say Ezra is more Jedi than Sabine, just because he had at least a
I
degree
thought you were
of
going to say he's more of a Jedi than Ahsoka was. And I would tend to agree with you in a sense. But you think that he would take no security measures to ensure that they couldn't get through? Like, him and he did. He sent the Death Troopers. Like, the whole thing just undermines his brilliance. And I'm not putting the guy on a pedestal, but like, this guy, he deserves the credit. Like, he's Thrawn. I'm not saying this from a biased perspective. Don't take my word for it. Go read the books and come up with the conclusion yourself. He's a genius. You know, I love the fact that like Felony, whatever this dude's name is, you know. Yeah, I agree with Loki. But you know,
I'm life and I can out tactic Pod-Thrawn. That is how atrocious Failuroni's writing is. And no, they are not Jedi. Well, okay, he only gave me 2 comparisons, and we're just going off of what we have in this show. And in comparing between the 2, yeah, Ezra's had a little more training than Sabine. We're going off of their stuff, because otherwise, yes, you guys are absolutely right. No, they certainly don't act like Jedi or would even ever should. I agree. Believe me. They were just chilling, yeah. Sabine, she condemned an entire galaxy to a hell of war, billions to die because I missed the guy I friend zoned, and seemed to keep friend zoning him.
No. There is no friend zone in this episode. The way that he was holding her on the howler, boy.
Oh yeah. When he writes "bitch," yeah. Let me see if I can find that really quick.
But you can't. Yeah.
Oh,
look at
there we go.
Right there, like
riding bitch.
It's supposed to be the man that drives.
Well, and he was the one with the. Well, he's also the one with the connection to animals. Why wasn't he the one doing the? I don't know how to phrase this properly, but doing the steering, basically.
Kid show fractured.
That's why I said steering.
Maybe she thought that it looked like a Basilisk war droid. I don't know. Maybe she wanted to feel. Never mind.
Brandon saying, if Thrawn's supposed to be the smartest guy like Timothy Zahn wrote him, then shouldn't he use battle tactics rather than rely on magic?
Thank you, Brandon. Thank you.
Absolutely, 100%.
This just deconstructs. I mean, you mean to tell me he can't rely on his? I can't rely on my brain, so I'm going to rely on magic. And then when the magic comes to the, when they use the magic, then like it's literally Thrawn is the king of the potato people. That's what you need to put in your thing. Like there's no this, but it's no different than how we've seen Disney Lucasfilm paint the Empire and Andor. Like, right. Oh well, nobody would be stupid enough to attack an outpost, so we're just going to leave 40 men to guard it. Like, you paint this empire is just a bunch of just crown eating. What'd you say, mongrels,
mongoloids? Like, yeah.
There is dumb. It's stupid. There's no fear. There's no nothing. It's a nothing burger. You look at the Empire, no different than you would look at just a group of teenagers. Like there's no fear. Yeah. Remove the term Empire. When you think of the Empire, you immediately think Sheev. You think of the Empire that was demanded. Like they didn't demand it. They commanded fear. Yeah, some people obviously they're rebellion and they were tired of it, but at the end of the day, like they had a dominating, commanding presence through fear, and you don't get that through anything through Disney. So 100% they everything they touch, they deconstruct. That should be our second T-shirt, like the Midas touch, everything turns to gold. Everything they touch, they deconstruct. That's why it's just so irritating. And it's like, and again, we should have known this. We did 8 weeks ago,
Yeah,
9
we've been
weeks ago, we
seeing this-
talked about. We
seeing
tried to
this
mentally
coming.
prepare for this. There is no mental preparation that I could have done to prepare myself for Thrawn.
Yep.
And then they have the audacity to use the term, we must prepare for the imminent return of Thrawn, which would lead you to believe that it's going to, like it would be, something to behold in, right? Like, oh my goodness, like this is going to be absolutely terrifying and like and whatnot. And this is what we get. He's eating crowns, playing tic-tac-toe.
He likes some crayons and probably eats Play-Doh too.
I ate
Hey,
Play-Doh,
hey,
so that-
Crimson Raptor, how's it going, man? Sabine
disrespectful.
went from not being able to move a coffee cup to tossing Ezra around like a rag doll. Yet Filoni is the chosen one. Yes, Dave Filoni has saved Star Wars. Praise be. Our savior has arrived. You know. Has Star Wars Theory admitted he's being paid by Disney to shill yet? I don't know. The jury's still out, but man, it's amazing how people can watch an episode of this and go, it was okay, not bad, but hey, 8 out of 10. What the fuck? You people mental? Oh wait, you are. And being paid probably. Okay, so to give a little bit of a positive, the only good scene I'll say out of this was perhaps was just the little scene between Hoyang and Ezra and him building his saber, and that then he kind of was adapting then Kanan's design, kind of carrying that on, because that is even something almost, but I mean that's what even like Anakin was inspired by Obi-Wan's lightsaber when he was building his brand new one, I think into Revenge of the Sith. And then, Luke, of course, had the books and stuff from Obi-Wan, and he built his new lightsaber based on Obi-Wan's design, which you can very much see. We actually finally got some context for things too. Because it's been like the question, so when did the Empire wipe out the Mandalorians? Some of us thought it would have been after I think Bradley was saying he thought it was after Endor, or not after Endor, after the first Death Star got blown up. But here we get confirmed, at least finally, some time frame and stuff like that the Mandalorians got wiped out after Endor. So like, oh, okay, I guess that makes some sense. But things are immediately ruined. Because even as he's explaining this, and it's part of the reason why supposedly Ahsoka didn't want to fully train Sabine. Because she feared what she would become if she received too much of the training and would go down the dark path. Yet she had no connection to the Force, and okay, fine, dumped her. Yet you had somebody with a connection to the Force, i.e., Grogu, and didn't train him at all. I'm not following some of these logic trains here.
Yeah.
Acid, how's it going, man? Okay? What's your legit question, sir? Fire away. And hey there, Jason, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream, brother.
Chat's popping off today.
No kidding. But like I said before, at least we got some context for when that went down. Acid then says the Ahsoka lightsaber fight scene. Why was everyone complaining about it? I have seen worse. I mean, but it was still up
bad.
there. But I think I saw somebody even like say make a comparison with the fight scene from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Like they just stole the scene practically for their fight choreography from there and put it into here. Supposedly, I don't think I saved that tweet though. Dang it, I should have.
That they did or they didn't.
But they did.
No. I just go back to the whole, the whole when it comes to choreography, like you could have. There's no excuse why it has to be this bad.
No, well, and 100% right here. The lightsaber duels in Ahsoka looked goofy compared to Nicolas duels and prequels. Well, and that was like the thing. They spent however many months training for the prequels for those lightsaber duels. While in this, like it's funny. You could tell Hayden picked it right back up, muscle memory practically, and he's right back in it. But it was so telegraphed that he had to slow down his movement, especially when doing the Rosario Dawson fight scenes. Like the kid Ahsoka, the girl that played Kid Ahsoka did just fine. But when it came to Rosario Dawson, who supposedly trained, was slower than mud. And he clearly had to slow down his movements.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, I don't know if you wanted to touch on anything back here around this point, or other than them goofily for some reason still hanging out with the Dink Dink people.
Yeah.
But then this goofy as shit scene, she just decides, oh hey, I'm gonna ram him. I'm gonna ram him, and boom.
Well, we even talked about how the fact that Ezra and Ahsoka had to keep the ship up.
Yeah. You're welcome, Acid. Keep it up, brother. But yeah, like it's like the pilots just went full retard and just let it happen practically. It's like, okay, we're done for.
I can't remember.
And of course, she walks out without a
TIE fighters were
scratch.
coming on them. Did they realize that the TIE fighters were behind
Not
them?
until Ezra came out from putting together his lightsaber, and you could hear them in the distance.
Yeah.
But these two were too busy gabbing with These two were too busy gabbing with each other to hear it or to pay attention or something. And then like once Ezra came out, then he was the one that noticed the two TIE fighters coming along.
It's like they don't know, and this could have no relevance, but it's like they can't get the Force right. It's like usually two people to keep a starfighter up, but then when somebody Force pushes somebody, it's like, I just farted in front of you and you went back a little bit. Like there's no, and I bring that up because then I get like, you're comparing like, Star Wars theory would be like, oh, well, Yoda's a level 12 and Sheev's a level, 11 or level 13. He likes to do all these like this freaking Goku Dragon Ball Z power crap. But it's like, I get there's there's Jedis that are more powerful than others, and there's Sith. I get that piece, but it's like, when Yoda and Palpatine are fighting, and Yoda Force pushes him across the office into a chair, and then the chair went back, right? But then you see this guy who, again, obviously isn't Yoda, but when he Force pushes somebody, it's like he sneezed on them.
Well, right? and remember in the Darth Bane book, Path of Destruction, I think it got described in other books, but I just mainly remember from that book when Bane is at the Korriban Academy doing his training, and they talk about how they have like a protective barrier from the Force too. Like they ready themselves. So that's what also kind of helps explain like why you don't just see Force pushing so often in the movies and stuff like that. That's because they usually are ready for it. And unless it's some sheer brutal strength, or just complete crushing forcefulness against that barrier, can it be broken. But otherwise, yeah, that's the whole point, is that they're meant to be kind of protected. But yeah, Ezra kind of gets thrown around like a bitch.
You're right. I mean,
apparently that was not part of the training Kanan gave him.
I was just So there's just this. You just can't get it right. So
no.
And I want to touch on this part. I mean, there's a part that I want to touch on later when we get to that part. But yeah, like it's just
this was pure.
You gotta love you have to love the Death Star alarm though when they launched the TIE fighters. Old reminiscent of a bygone era.
Well, that's what this whole episode is like, nothing but a bunch of key jangling as it is.
Right.
Yeah, Dawson claims she trained I and some others take fencing classes, and yeah, Dawson's definition of training is it was in some article, I think we went over it too. She was talking about, oh yeah, I did all the training, I just couldn't stop, was just getting so much out of it, yada yada yada. Yeah, another Just Kiss scene. And Marlene was saying, fly it fighters, fire chaff rockets into ties. Flip wing to vertical config. Chaff rockets, bust ties, no damage to ship. But I'm just a housewife. Hey, yeah. Hey, now. It makes me kind of think of just even doing, some of the old TIE fighter piloting stuff in like Star Wars Galaxies and stuff. That was some of the same things. You had to do counter maneuvers and everything. It's like, so where is any of that going? Oh, absolutely, Wookiee. Actual TIE fighters would have avoided the ship.
Yeah.
Wookiee's more the training aspect of it, the conditioning and all that sort of thing. Is, I believe, part of the point. But I mean, like Dooku's style is fencing. Everybody else is, yes, you'd be a little more it'd be more akin to kendo.
How does she escape without a scratch?
Well, that's what I said too. I'm like, wait, how did she know?
They must have really advanced.
Not a single scratch on her. I mean, she wasn't even wearing her helmet or nothing.
You know what she did? She used what Bane used when he went through the atmosphere when he crashed.
No, he had the Orbalisks when he did that.
But he still said that he made a force cocoon.
True.
She made a force cocoon. She can make a force cocoon, but she can't summon her lightsaber until she's in a dire situation.
Until
she's choked to death.
It's her. That's her kink, man.
There's something, dude.
Thrawn pretending to be scary or tactical or something. At least he's no longer playing video games. But it's like, he even like, oh, I'm gonna reprimand the guy that is responsible. Why? You're the one that gave the order. You fucked up, dude. This is on you. You wasted resources. Thrawn would not have done. Real Thrawn would not have done that. Pod Thrawn, I guess, does that. He's fine with wasting resources and giving out stupid reprimands. But yeah, then they ride bitch. Yeah, and then I guess the ring, they managed to get the ring down out of the atmosphere to dock, which I thought was supposed to be the opposite. I thought they were supposed to dock with it in space, but I guess not.
What I miss here?
We were just getting to the more sexual innuendo between ships and stuff.
Oh, the interlocking.
Yeah, and also Dingbat Thrawn wasting resources.
I just need to ask this: are the turbo lasers, are they censored, or are people actually firing them?
Good question.
This would be a question.
You'd almost think they're just automated or just
automated
let's
or
just fire.
somebody.
Let's just fire in random directions.
either way, either they're fired by a stormtrooper or they're automated. This scene again just shows the stupidity of this empire. How are you going to let two? They're not running fast. Like, well, how fast do you think they're running? 20 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, 15 miles an hour.
Weirdly, this is where they show some speed with the animals. Like they're actually kind of
cheetahs can run up to what, 80 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour. The point I'm trying to make is either whether they're operated by a human or an automated system, this empire is just a joke.
Yeah.
And then she's like, Ezra at the gate. Sabine, help. You know Sabine can't use the Force. Or you know that she's handicapped in some capacity.
Hey there, Fuck Norris. Yeah, and I thought this was like also like they were almost humoring her.
Listen, look at where his hand is. You telling me that a friend would put his hand there? You're out of your mind. You're absolutely out of you.
They're kind of in a combat situation. A lot of chaos is happening. So
listen, you are off your trolley if you think that is just placed there for just off your trolley.
Can't argue with you. I joked too with this scene once they like get past the door. I was full well expecting like a helmet hat drop, and then they have to yank it out Indiana Jones style, just yoink sort of thing. Just before it closed.
Yeah.
I mean, because like it is. This has been nothing but like key jangling up the wazoo. Are we getting close to the? This Thrawn is just so sad.
He's like, these are acceptable losses. I shall inform the great mothers.
Oh God! And then for the goofy choreography here with like deflecting the.
Like, what is that?
I don't know. Like, it's funny because even when I was playing Dark Forces 2, even for the actor playing Kyle Katarn, he's doing more of what you expect for the lightsaber deflecting and stuff like that. They had that kind of consistency even back then with keeping things the way it needed to be. And yet this, we just kind of get her flailing around with her saber.
Where was Nick Gillard with all of it? Can you imagine what Nick Gillard just go like if let's just say he's watched this? What do you think is going through his head?
Laughing, probably.
He's probably sitting there eating ice cream, listening to Simon and Garfunkel, Sound of Silence, thinking like, why did you not call me? This is atrocious. Like so again, episode 1. So Attack of the Clones was 20 years ago, last year, 21 years ago, 20 years ago. A new when was Phantom Menace came out? When did Phantom Menace come out?
1999, I believe.
The 99. I was gonna say 99, right? The deflecting.
I know. I'm pretty sure I was a freshman in high school at the time.
Right. The lightsaber dueling scenes in
1999.
The Phantom Menace. I thought it was the crazy where Obi-Wan. So Qui-Gon's
Attack of the Clones was 2002.
Okay, so when Qui-Gon's got his lightsaber and he's burning through the blast doors, right? And Qui-Gon's deflecting, or I'm sorry, Obi-Wan's deflecting the part where like the droid shoots from the right. So he shoots from the right, and then like he does that weird lightsaber thing. So it's like they shoot twice and he deflects it, right? I mean,
right.
I just go back to the point. It's like I don't understand why this is so bad and why you missed the mark so by such an astronomically wide distance. Like this is just so bad, and there's no excuse. And it's just like I just want to go like just jump off a building because I think it would feel better than watching this. Put my head into a blender. Go eat some crowns. Like this is just the lightsabers are, like I've said, are just terrible. And then the choreography is just asinine. Like this little, like, what is she doing? Just flipping her, like, are these like they're at a rave, literally.
kind of. It's like, yeah, woo.
Literally, the only thing that would make this better is if we had some dubstep playing. You got some Skrillex? You're telling me that there's all these stormtroopers here, and they don't get like.
Makes sense, Brandon.
If all these troopers are not a single, not a single one of them can hit like this is classic Dave Filoni stormtroopers can't hit the broadside of a barn.
Yes, it's the typical meme of that, and I'm just tired of it. But hey, we got to keep that going, all because of a few things here or there, all because of a sloppy cut of still showing a stormtrooper bumping his head and crap like that.
If he's taking a partnership with the Night Sisters, why couldn't the Night Sisters resurrect Palpatine?
Well, that's what, remember in season 3 of Mando, they talked about Project Necromancer, and I'm guessing that's what maybe some of this is about, other than them wanting to wage full-scale war.
You're going to bring Palpatine back and Vader back, and just bring all the Sith back. Just bring, Exar Kun back, just Junta Paul. Bring it's like. And I don't understand the part of making her. So was this Megan Bell Elsbeth or whatever her name was? Elizabeth Elsbeth? What's her name? Morgan Elsbeth? Whatever her name is. Was she a Night Sister? Was she like half a Night Sister?
I guess. And then like she got fully inducted into the Night Sisterhood.
The Hall of Fame, if you will, for the Night Sisters.
Something and like
then
that.
I'm assuming this stupid sword was a Filoni thing in the Clone Wars. I don't remember it in the Clone Wars. Blade of Talzin. I'm assuming maybe that's
I'm not too familiar with the whole Blade of Talzin. I'm not familiar with the Blade of Talzin thing. I'll I don't know. I don't know what that's about. That one was new to me. I didn't remember Mother Talzin having that blade, but it's been a while since I've watched the Clone Wars. So
this is the thing. How many do you think is possible for a real Jedi? Let's say you have 3 real Jedi to take on this many stormtroopers, and if not, then why do these survive? Because I just think about like what happened in the Jedi Temple, and obviously, the ratio to troopers to. I mean, we don't obviously know how.
Yeah, imagine that a bunch of clone troopers were able to shoot and kill how many Jedi in in an era when the Jedi were so highly trained and ready for combat,
and not one of these outside of Ahsoka has been trained inside the temple.
No,
and yet they're able. And one of them isn't even a Jedi. She's a Kmart Jedi.
Kmart Jedi. I like that.
I mean, you got one that was trained by a non-Jedi master. You got one that was trained by a Jedi that left when he was a kid.
Yeah.
And then you got
I saw Marlene's comment here. Glow stick core Nerf sabers for Soy Wars. I've been saying that they're Nerf sabers ever since, especially with freaking Jedi Fallen Order, because before that I had been avoiding a lot of the Mouse Wars movies, so I didn't see a lot of the lightsabers becoming the way they were. But like when I actually played Jedi Fallen Order, I'm like, these are nothing but Nerf bats. That's all they are. And it makes me just go immediately back to playing Jedi Outcast or Jedi Academy. Because at least the lightsabers are lightsabers in that.
But I mean, to my question is, if you had 3 prominent Jedi from the temple, could they have survived? I mean, there's quite a few of these stormtroopers. There's at least got to be 50 of them, 40.
Yeah. I mean, at least 20 plus.
Okay, 20 plus. That's still a pretty decent amount. 20.
Although I think in this group, there's at least maybe 20 at most. They do end up taking them all out, and it's not like a big wave.
Although
supposedly,
so I don't know how to count.
Why didn't Thrawn just bum rush them and turn them into Swiss cheese? Basically, why not? Like as soon as they came in, it'd be like, oh fuck, and basically
I don't know.
everything.
Why not just lock every? I mean, how long does it take to fire this ship up? Why not just lock every single door to give them enough time to leave? Why waste the troopers?
Right.
Red
Hoodwink, no limbs were severed in that entire game. Made me so mad. Well, and the funny thing is in this too, and I think it was Rhino on Casual Rage was pointing this out, or maybe we did on the Only Nerds when we were watching it. They cut off no limbs. They don't in any way do anything to actually slow down these zombie troopers once they become or I still think they are zombie troopers, but once they become the zombie troopers, they don't cut off their legs, their arms, and then like decapitate them. It's all still just regular body strikes and stuff like that. Why aren't you doing anything to slow them down 100%? Like, what the fuck? What? It's just the stupidity of it. It's like, how do these people not have any degree of common sense? Like, if you want to stop them, take their legs off, take their arms off. They can't fight or do anything other than maybe run into you if you didn't like take their legs out. But take their legs out, take their arms, and then decapitate them. Remove the head, and the body will fail. Getting mad again. I wish I'd clipped the stream. I should have grabbed some stuff from that. I just was for filler, guys, for filler. That's what okay. Again, Hitman, you remember I don't know. I think I might have been saying this when we were doing again the Bad Batch reviews, was like all of these episodes for all these shows are very much like a bunch of filler with only the lightest bit of story actually sprinkled throughout each episode. But otherwise, it's nothing but filler. Filler and padding to just stretch as much as possible. Stretch this out, even though all they had were 8 freaking episodes, and nothing gets really explained.
Yeah, I mean, how else would they want you to get you to watch season 2?
If there is a season 2 at this point, last I heard there wasn't gonna be one. Last I heard there wasn't gonna be, but that might be for next week.
Don't.
Well, I think for sure, if anything, there's the Dave Filoni movie and of the Ray Palpatine movie. Otherwise, it's all, I'd say a lot of it is going to be up in the air. But, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me despite all the, because it was Ahsoka for some of the Nielsen ratings that I saw, Ahsoka wasn't even in the top 10.
Yeah.
It was a bunch of other shows that made it there. Let me see if I had, of course I wasn't smart enough to save it. Why would I be? Hang on. Let me see if I can find that really quick. It was just hilarious. Yeah. I know I shared it. Question is if I can find it, considering how much crap I've been retweeting. Just so much dumb stuff been happening. Yeah, keep going. I'll look for this while.
It's just utter stupidity. I don't understand it. But yeah, I'm just curious what your thoughts were, because it's a lot of stormtroopers, man. For three,
For
two that are. I just wonder, because I haven't made my way all through, Rebels, so I don't know how proficient Sabine is, and I know Ezra is obviously he just.
Well, Sabine as a Mandalorian, she's a competent fighter. Yeah. And that should have been enough. That should have been more than enough. Like, she has her tricks, she has her the tools and arsenal that she can be very, very handy in these situations. I mean, for freak's sake, they don't even have her with her jetpack. But regardless of that, yeah, she would hold her own and be useful to the team, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that?
Thing went off. I was trying to look up something on Twitter, and I went to Instagram instead. I thought I was trying to find a. I'll have to look for it later. So I don't know. I just don't. But there's so many different things. Like so many issues. Like I said, I mean, why would Thrawn not just do things to slow them down instead of just sending all the I don't know. I mean, I'd like to establish how long it takes for this Star Destroyer with this whatever they call it, with the Orion or what, I don't even know what they call it. We'll call it.
The Eye of Sauron or Sauron. I don't know
how long it takes to I guess take off and whatnot, and I don't know.
Right.
There's just at this point in time, I'm just I guess just trying to cope with how bad it is.
Well, that's what we're all doing, brother. We're all doing
and then why not just make them immortal before you send them into battle? Why not just or does that only happen after they die? Apparently
that was only for after they died, so then they could do that. Here it is. And I joked, oh guys, you don't get it. Ahsoka has excelled so far, it can't be measured. It's over 9,000. Dave Filoni has saved Star Wars. And yeah, they had it as an image originally, I thought. But basically, for their top 10 streaming list, Suits continues its powerhouse performance with 2.5 billion minutes viewed. It's also now tied with Ozark on Netflix for the most number one finishes. Let me see if it has the. Yeah, here it is. But yeah, the number one apparently is Suits. Then it's Virgin River, One Piece, Little Mermaid, SWAT, Bluey, Grey's Anatomy, NCIS, which has been on for I don't know how long
21
at this
years.
point.
21 years.
You knew that down to the.
Dude, I love Mark Harmon. NCIS is my show, dude.
I need to rewatch NCIS. I love that show.
Ducky, amazing.
Oh, did you
just recently passed?
Yeah,
Tom McCullough, I think.
And Big Bang Theory, not hitting the overall list. And that was first week of September 4 through 10. But hey, it's saving Star Wars, guys. It's saving Star Wars.
Interesting. Say that Saul wasn't on there.
Huh?
Was that the Saul movie that you like, or the
Better Call
show?
Saul.
Better Call Saul. Yeah, that's not on.
That was that's already come and gone.
Yeah. Some of these shows are.
Yeah, and especially Ahsoka here, especially like they die, and which magic, God. I meant to make the joke of just like they're doing like like from Evil Dead 3 Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's just how goofy this chanting is.
Absolutely asinine.
Why you wouldn't rely on this sort of shit? But then, hey, now we got zombie troopers, man. We got zombie troopers up in this bitch. We now turned Star Wars into The Walking Dead.
Literally, quite literally, with the green eyes. Of course, they had to have, obviously green eyes. But why is it every time that they were shot or, I guess cut, no green fart came out?
Yeah, you're right. We didn't get a bunch of green fart gas.
Yeah.
But I guess that's because it kept coming back anyways. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, we never did get a explanation to that guy, did we? Like, not even like who he was, or
maybe Sam Witter or whatever his name was will come out.
Whitwer.
Whitwer will say something.
Oh God. Yeah, George Romero would be so embarrassed by this because that's what Wookiee was like. Welcome to George Romero. Yeah, it's just a bunch of they try their hand at some almost jump scary. Oh my God, they got him! I mean, come on, we for one, and basically they was it the Manzel in distress. Ezra is basically that throughout this whole extended time.
Yeah.
He is the one being saved, not saving himself, usually just getting saved by Sabine. He saves herself.
See Manzel in distress.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Isn't that the story of the show though? If not the show, just in general, it's about the Manzel in distress. Bubba's in distress. Mando's in distress.
Oh.
I guess the point of Andor was in distress. The Bad Batch. Well, I mean that's back and forth, but they love their women. Strong female characters. Which again is a thing. I'm not disputing it. Mara Jade, c'est magnifique.
But so much more competent and well written, and there's an actual give and take between her and Luke.
Yeah. Just saying, like, oh, you're sexist. You don't like strong female characters. I love Mara Jade. Absolutely.
Give me a Mara Jade or Jan Ors any day.
Yeah. Mara Jade to me is who Jan Ors is to you. So like, shut up. It has nothing to do with strong.
I just don't always like mentioning Mara because I don't want like her character to suddenly hit an algorithm and Disney's like, oh, you know what? We need Mara Jade. I do not want to be held accountable for them ruining Mara Jade. Because I talked about the character too much.
Yeah.
Then we get to the goofy fight scene here.
Oh yeah, this one. Oh, I have so many issues with this.
By all means.
Well, coming up at least. So this whole scene with are these supposed to be the same troopers that were
The Dark
with?
Trooper,
Yes.
whatever. Yeah.
Why do they sound like zombies or like it look like something from they sound like mummies.
Well, even before they're like undead trooper, that's what they sound like.
They literally sound like it. He's like, nice try.
And he goes through. He cuts right through. So was this Death Trooper female?
Well, here's the thing. And also, you missed this part. So I don't think you're going to be able to find it. There's like a 28-minute, well, I don't know if it was a 28-minute mark. So there's a part where Ezra tries to slice the control panel on the wall and completely misses the panel and the door shuts. I don't know. I don't know if you saw that. But yeah, he it looks like he goes over it and he goes completely under it and misses it. Doesn't I think hits like the bottom corner of it. It was so bad. It's no different than what I likened it to when when Sabine got stabbed and then they totally missed. They totally moved.
I think it's right here, right?
Yeah, it might be. Yeah.
Or they get past here.
Yeah.
They're coming through.
Yeah. This might be it. Where
Yep.
Yeah. Look at this. Look, completely missed it. Almost, it looks like.
Well, he's certainly the main part of the panel, yeah. Excuse me. Apparently hitting any part of the panel works out just fine.
See, on Disney Plus, I watched it 7 times before. On the Disney Plus version, he completely misses it. At least that's what it looks like on the
Maybe just something to do with your monitor looking weird.
That could be
your TV.
Yeah, very well. But anyways, why not just shoot it?
Look at them waddle through the door.
Yeah.
Brandon was saying, I knew Death Troopers would happen, but they were completely nerfed compared to Black Virus Troopers because Sabine and Ezra have plot armor. Right. I haven't gone through those 2 books yet.
I have it I have it here.
One of these days.
I picked it up before they nerfed it again with the reimagined covers. Okay, so then this is where we get into the meat and potatoes of this episode, right? So like she's fighting this guy, this whole ridiculous scene. So she,
I just like how he conveniently rips her helmet off like that.
Right. Why is here's 2 questions. Why is did these troopers get exploded? Why is everything like glued together? Like what happened to their armor?
I don't know.
Is my question. Everything's cracked. But so she can't move a coffee mug. She can't do much of anything when it comes to the Force. She's getting choked out. Doesn't use her whistling birds or anything on her wrist, because normal Mandalorians would have, maybe flamethrower or whistle. I don't even know if whistling birds was the thing. I know they had rockets, but she has no jetpack, no nothing, right? So she's like I said, a Kmart Mando. But she's getting choked out at this point, and then suddenly finds her Force powers.
Magic.
Well, Hitman Obi-Wan was Luke was upside down in the Wampa cave, and he did the exact same thing.
Really?
Apples and oranges there.
Apples and oranges, and then just gets tossed like a rag doll.
I joke too because it did turn to me. It did turn into Terminator Salvation because they just started throwing Ezra around like the T-800 did to John Connor. Yeah. He just started throwing him around the room.
So once again, why is it the male's in trouble and the female character has to come to the defense?
But yeah, you're right.
Oh, it is a
Wookie.
good idea. Let me just punch him.
The troopers are no revive. Their faces are already rotten and have been dead. Yeah. Choking a bitch grants force ability. Okay, sure. Failure, Roni. Did your wife write this part? Oh, I'm sure he was revealing some hidden kinks of his own.
So here's a question:
Either
Why
he likes choking or he likes being choked.
So here's a question: so they're physically fighting. Why not just use the force to summon your lightsaber? Why wait until she literally attempts
Yeah, you can
to?
see the. Yep. Like there, you can see basically Jason Voorhees here.
Yeah. Why is it with everything dead you're more powerful than? I don't understand that. Whether it's mummies, it's just this whole like when you're dead you have more power. I don't get it.
Well, they're meant to be enhanced by magic and everything, so I think that's supposed to be the explanation.
No, because even with the mummies, the Mummy 1 and Mummy 2, more so Mummy 1 when he raises his when he says that spell out of the book and then he raises his Imhotep's
and he had
army
to get his organs back and everything. So,
oh man, I don't know. I just don't get it. But kick him in the nether region. Oh wait, you can't.
They've rotted off.
So yeah, like I don't know. Maybe it's the adrenaline. Maybe she took a shot of epinephrine. I don't know, but just now you find your strength.
Some Ahsoka, I guess, helped her break her barrier or something. I don't freaking know. Back to playing regulars again. God damn, man. Yep, there it goes. He's using the force, baby. And then pow.
Yeah.
Why weren't they doing that the whole time anyways? Going for the damn head. And then she just starts shooting anyways. Oh, there he goes.
So now he decides to
fatality. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Bet Ahsoka force blocked her after 1,000 tears. She got Sabine got the Revan treatment. Ahsoka gave her the Revan treatment. Blocked it out of her memory.
Interesting. This is my favorite part of the whole episode coming up here.
Them doing their force jump thing.
Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, absolutely. So you're telling me.
Yeah, so she just unlocked her powers and already she can perform this.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you pull up the scene between Anakin and Obi-Wan while they're fighting on Mustafar, where they're both at the same time simultaneously trying to force push each other, where they got their lightsaber, you know, they're in the it's right before. Yeah. You know that, so can you pull up that one? I can try to pull it up. Because I want you to draw, like I'm going somewhere with this. I'm not gonna
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, I have no doubts you are. Hang on. Versus Obi-Wan.
Is right before the shields go down. Or where, yeah.
And you said it's right when they're like trying to force push each other.
Yeah, so they're the moment is like where their hands are almost touching, and they're trying to basically force push each other, and their hands almost touch, and it's right before Anakin forces Obi-Wan's lightsaber down on the control panel, and it takes the shields out. I want to see if you can play that clip really quick.
Yeah, I found a video with the fight. So
oh, beautiful. Yeah, I don't know if it's a 4-minute clip or it might be
2.5 minute mark. I don't know. Don't quote me on it, but
So I
This-
think it's
no, it's before that. Yeah.
before
Yeah, keep going.
because it was this before, and there was this them getting through the and
Hold on, keep playing it.
then it clips that.
It's before they do that. Yeah, it's when they're both fighting in there, and
Well, so this is what comes before, unless part of because I thought this was the full duel. Then yeah, see this them coming in.
yeah.
Oh, what? Really? I don't know if this is the full
This
thing.
isn't it. No.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
No, you're
my
good.
bad.
You're good. Let me see if I can find it. I promise you I'm going here with this.
Let's see.
Oop. See if I can find it.
Oh, I think. Hang on. Yep, I think I got it now. Hang on.
Okay. Okay, maybe. Okay, yeah. Yep. This is it. All right.
Yeah,
Keep
yep.
going. Yep.
Yep.
All right. So you can continue to play it, but I want you to focus on their facial expressions, right? Like there's a grimace, and
You can
there's
see
like,
you can see strain and everything.
Yes.
Like, they're really trying to
Working
make this
for
work, and
this.
then boom,
boom and boom. Now go
they
back.
slingshot away.
Now go back to Kmart Jedi. Everybody saw it. Everybody's good. Everybody sees like the actual like power strain that they're exuding, and then we get this.
Right, where she
So-
is just
First of all, do you feel that Obi-Wan? Do you feel like that's a proper Jedi jump, or is that an exaggeration? And two, is that is a
more
Also-
or less. It's close enough, maybe.
I don't know, because I look at like Phantom Menace where Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon jump.
Right? Yeah.
That is an exaggerated. This girl 2 weeks ago couldn't move a coffee mug. She could barely summon her lightsaber, and you're telling me that she just now can put. She pushed Ezra further than Yoda pushed Palpatine.
Well, him and they were in a smaller setting, and he was just trying to push him back into his chair. That's all he was doing.
Like you're telling me that this her no former training whatsoever, generally speaking, comparatively, can push.
Sorry, I
Where did you go?
I actually I hit the back on my mouse button and it.
Oh, you're
kicked me
fine.
out.
I was like, did I lose you or did I lose myself? No former training, generally speaking, can just push him into one. I think that jump was exaggerated. In my humble opinion, I'm not a scholar, right, when it comes to Star Wars, but I think that jump was in itself was exaggerated. And two, I think that force push was 1000% a reach, no pun intended, because just two seconds ago she could barely summon her lightsaber. So there's a clip of this dog. She's a German Shepherd, and the owner walks in with his inflated T-Rex costume, and she gets scared, and then 2 seconds later, then she starts barking because she just found her courage. So it's like you just I don't know, man. I just think it's ridiculous. That's the part that irritated. One of the things that irritated me the most, outside of just Thrawn being like, that's an acceptable loss, and then there'll be no negotiating for Ahsoka Tano's former Anakin Skywalker. Why not say, oh, she was trained by Vader? Unless there's just some type of secret identity that you don't want to get out, but people, I mean, Obi-Wan knew, and I could be, this could be just have nothing to do with anything, but I was like, he's like, there'll be no negotiating for Anakin Skywalker's former princess, or her if it's a princess or what, or the princess of Anakin Skywalker, I think is what he says.
Yeah.
Surely he would know, right?
I think that's just intentional to also just kind of keep the focus on Anakin versus Vader.
They're the same personal. I mean,
I agree, but I think that's just intentional.
There's no
because
split personality, like, you know, in my opinion.
No, I agree with you.
Personality.
I believe you and I have had that conversation on here before.
I'll probably like this one perfectly. How long did it take Luke to go from barely able to call his lightsaber to him to lifting rocks in R2? But wait, here comes Sabine, Super Jedi. No, this is exactly the thing. This was so irritating. And look at her; she's not even farting. Like, at least a little grunt.
No, there's a very no. So yeah, here again we have Sabine, and here let me take it back.
There's no Kamehameha move. There's just like,
and then you look at Hugh McGregor just trying to push through and get through Anakin.
This boy,
look, like you see him, he's looking pissed off or what as well, but also he's.
This boy looks like he just ate Taco Bell, Chipotle, and sushi at the same time and tried to force it out. Like, this is serious business, and then she's just happy go lucky, like, oh, I'm just gonna toss you. And toss you just into the Star Destroyer, no big deal. Like,
Ahsoka is the bestest Jedi ever. Just choke you, Chud.
Tell it to
Ahsoka is a farce wrapped in a mystery box and shrouded in incompetence, swaddled in atrocious writing, and cradled by contrivance. That right there. Yep.
That's going on. That's going on our 4th T-shirt. That saying right there. To make a shirt for every show that we've. It's annoying. It's annoying. I think it's an over exaggerated jump, in my opinion. My opinion is not very. I don't know. You can argue with it, but and then the push.
Well, and the thing is, like, yeah, was kind of a move that Kanan and Ezra did, but they had perfected that, and they were master and apprentice, so it made a lot more sense.
Right. Not well. I don't know. Well, this just hit me. I figured out why it worked.
You're welcome. Why did it work?
Because they're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh, right. They have a force bond. They're a new dyad.
He's gonna be her. He's gonna be her master, or will she be his? Don't know.
Static. I mean, with the combo of Taco Bell, Chipotle, and bad sushi, is there really much forcing required? Oof.
I mean, I've done it, and it's not good. Let me tell you.
That's an unholy combination right there, sir. Unholy combination.
I didn't plan it. It just happened. Okay.
I can't get over the little baby hands.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Bro, can I just tell you, when I originally saw the trailer for this, there and Ezra walks down and he's wearing the stormtrooper armor, I thought Ezra died and he was a stormtrooper.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you caught that, but then we have like towards the end of it, it's like Thrawn played Ahsoka because Thrawn knew Anakin's tactics.
Supposedly, even though he showed no real clear indication of that. Other than
Because he
basically,
sounded surprised when he found out that she was Anakin Skywalker's apprentice.
well, that's and that she was still alive and everything. If like if you knew Anakin Skywalker, you knew that he got his ass out of so many dire situations that it shouldn't be surprising then that she would do the same. Being,
Apprentice
to
according to
him.
Dave Filoni, this is the one. She's the one that created the Mark Sable. Which, if you read the book,
here's another thing. Look how pristine the ship is now.
oh, wow.
Like it didn't take a lick of damage or anything.
Bro, they
Credit
had a
to-
whole
to-
village. They had a whole village working on it. What do you expect? They had a bunch of
Credit
Babu
to-
Frick
Well, credit to Rhino and Anna, that Star Wars girl who pointed this out on the casual rage. They know, I think it was her or I forget who, but they noticed it. Like, look at that. Like, it didn't even crash at all. That bitch is looking pristine.
Listen, if you had 42,
Those ding dings can do some incredible work.
yeah, because they're Babu Frick's cousins.
Ugh.
Bro, the Force is female, and that's a female ship. I don't know why you try to make this argument every single time. That is this female-looking ship, commanded by a female. So, who is the embodiment of the female Force? So, like, I just don't understand your logic. Just let it happen.
Yeah, that's the I said Back to the Future moment. So let me roll it back really quick. So have you seen Back to the Back to the Future series?
Just the part where he's got the baseball bat trying to kill Marty.
And Back to the Future 2?
Yeah, where he's like,
Okay.
"What are you doing in my house, boy?" And he's trying to beat him up.
Oh yeah. Did you get? Have you watched all of Back to the Future 2?
No, is it
Okay,
the
so
second one or the first one?
basically, this is like right from Back to the Future 2. At least that's what I thought. Like, so in it, Marty McFly gets up onto the roof. He's confronted by Biff, and he just basically stands and drops. But like, it looks like he jumps off the building to his death, right? And that's what you assume is happening here. Until then, rising up slowly, just like in Back to the Future 2. But except Marty's on the DeLorean, and there you go. But again, I'm just laughing. It's like, man, those dink dinks really are. Wookie, you should hire the dink dinks at your job, man. They'll help you guys repair cars so dang fast. I mean, there's like no time between the two. It was just boom, repaired. And then like it is, they magically get out into space. Thrawn gets to do a bit of gloating, which is a little undeserved considering he got his butt generally thoroughly kicked and he technically is running away. Or tactical retreat. Ahsoka and Sabine are stuck here for the time being.
Take it that he only took this alliance with the Witch Sisters to get the Witch Sisters back to Dathomir.
Yes.
Okay. Duly noted.
Well, and here's gonna be another thing. And then and then we finally get to see Shin, who, as Spartacus and I were talking about this, and he pointed it out. The kind of looking like Kanan's up here, that same kind of guard. But anyway, he becomes part of and then we get the Mortis statues.
Where's the female one?
But here, does this look familiar to you at all?
Yeah. Very what do I want to say? Well, I have my thoughts. What do you think? What does it remind you of?
Attack of the Clones, the end.
Yeah.
Palpatine and everybody standing on
Attack of the Clones.
Basically looks exactly
and Bail
like
Organa, where your cursors. There's
where's your Bail Organa off to the side, just going, oh shit, what are we getting
hitting his fist.
But and then they're all looking very pleased with themselves, even Thrawn boy here
with Captain Phasma back there.
And then I forgot who it was, if it was Bradley or Wookiee that said
87 million credits.
Well, but it was like the end of like Raiders of the Lost Ark and stuff. You know, like when they're putting away the
Can I
Ark,
just say that this is a very long Star Destroyer? Like the one that Vader was on when the Emperor boarded wasn't this long. This is atrocious. This is very very long. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a normal size, but from this angle, it looks like the Star Destroyer is very very long.
maybe the
section of
Chimera
it
was
that-
a little bit larger. Maybe
What's that?
the Chimera. Maybe the Chimera was just a bit larger.
So what are these the credits from Andor? Are they tying Andor to this?
The 80 million credits. Rhino, we found your 80 million credits you've been talking about. But no, it's just that's an establishing shot to look cool. And then amazingly, so
Go back
I
to that
forget
really
what-
quick. Because I'm trying. Are they tombs?
they're like a bunch of sarcophagus or whatever, caskets, whatever. They're supposed to be like the whole, I think, more Night Sisters or something, because like they said in the episode, Thrawn awoke the Night Sisters. So these are the ones that are maybe still asleep. I thought no.
Asleep Night Sisters. Asleep Night Sisters.
No, like it is, they're heading to Dathomir, so but then so this is the funny thing. Ezra, so for one, Chopper apparently is now a dog.
Yep.
And was able to recognize that it was Ezra.
Yep.
But so Ezra, okay, he's done this before where he's taken the stormtrooper's armor and escaped and stuff like that for different situations. I talked about it on Twitter when I was watching Rebels. I thought it was dumb as shit, the stuff that they pulled. But this is even more so. So the Night Sisters could smell Jedi on Sabine. How did they not catch Ezra before he was able to actually escape the Chimera?
It's a good
I mean, unless I guess there's a certain range. They didn't seem to be too clear. Maybe they're too comfortable. But how did what? And then even then, getting off the Chimera, when did he get the opportunity to actually hijack this ship and leave unscathed again?
Yeah.
I mean, I would love that answer. I got to know. Brandon Trent saying it's a class 2 Star Destroyer. Okay. I don't know. I don't know ships, so.
Oh.
Peek on the Clone Warehouse.
Yeah. Hera's characters are they're all bad, man. They're all bad. The only character that I think got it right would be Chopper.
Yeah. It's the only character still voiced by the voice actor.
Yeah.
Because Filoni wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, except for Thrawn. For some reason, those two were fine to keep, but
I just
containers could have have undead Night Sisters and Maul's corpse dug up from his grave on Tatooine. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? Apparently, freaking Star Wars theory was hoping it was Darth Maul was gonna be alive. Idiot. Why?
Did he really?
Why? Yes. Just stop. Stop bringing people back from the dead. Let characters. Oh. Sorry. Like, just let characters stay dead, please.
yeah.
But then, yeah, then we of course get Force Ghost Anakin, which looks like shit.
Like, that's not even a Force Ghost. That's literally Anakin. He took a break.
This was his coffee break. He's not even like, hey guys, can you like somehow get a message to Luke about Exegol and Palpatine, and he's still alive, and it'd be cool if you guys told him that, please. Thanks. Apparently, I don't want to bother with Luke. I'll just hang with you guys though.
I can't look at him because it's so bad.
I mean, I hope the paycheck is worth it, man. I really do.
Yeah. Like, I don't understand how you mess it up this bad.
I don't know either.
Like, help me understand how bad it is. Like, how you yeah. I'm not going to do our customary like rating this because it doesn't even not gonna do it.
Let Maul rest in peace at least. Jesus. I agree. Just let the poor Zabrak just lie in peace, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Crimson Raptor. He loved his wife so much he's disowned his kids so he can creep on his apprentice. Maybe Ahsoka wasn't. Annie. So don't no.
Do it.
Well, and on Calf Chat, OG Star Wars was making this point, was that they are basically really trying as hard as they can to make Luke as unimportant as possible and replacing him with Ahsoka.
Yeah.
That she has more meaning and more connection to Anakin than his own son. His son who helped redeem him, who helped bring him back to the light. Who, you know, as far as it was, like, Anakin only believed he had one kid until you have sister. But and you know, that was like the whole reason why Obi-Wan and Yoda believed in having Luke as that, was because he could do this. He could be the one to potentially redeem Anakin, but they were setting him on a path of, you know, also trying to end him. Like it was, they're like, you have to kill Vader, but yeah, it's just like they have such a hate boner for Luke. They'll do everything and anything they can to get him out of the picture. And that's what we've seen already with this. And it's like, okay, so why aren't you calling Luke? Why aren't you calling Luke? Why aren't you calling Luke? You had Dark Jedi attack a prison transport, taking a woman that has connections to the Grand Admiral Thrawn. Why aren't you calling Luke? Why aren't you calling Luke? Oh, you got Ahsoka. Okay, but why not get 2 Jedi on the case? You know, just maybe. Oh, you know about the Mandalorians. All right, why aren't you calling any of them up?
Yeah.
Why aren't you doing everything and anything possible for this? Like, what the?
Doesn't make any sense.
It's maddening. It's maddening. Oh yeah. Here we go. Here's what I was talking about. think this was it.
It's time, hey?
You hear it?
Uh-huh.
What are they gonna do? Bring back, dude? They're gonna bring back Maul or something, man. I'm telling you. There's no way they're not going to. It's gotta be Maul. There's no. Dude, I'm gonna lose my mind. It's gonna be Maul or something. What? That's what the dark magic is. It's time, hey?
You know, I think a part of him actually died.
Dude, he's so mad.
He was that disappointed. Like,
He's like, that's what it was?
It's
Bro,
time.
you said...
Dude, I'm going to. It's gotta be Maul.
I mean, he was so convinced it was going to be Maul.
Dude, I'm gonna lose my mind. It's gonna be Maul or something. What? That's what the dark magic is?
Bro, and this dude has been saying this whole time how this is the best Star Wars this is the best Star Wars since
8 out of
George.
10.
I love it. Part of him died, and you saw it. He still hasn't recovered. Fatality.
Crimson Raptor. I'm so sick of this guy. It's so fake. Even Rhino's kind of gone to bat on. Like, I do agree. Like, he knows the material. He knows the lore and shit like that. He's gone through and researched and everything, but he is just, for some reason, this whole, like, he's got, I mean, I guess he's so, his main channel, as far as I know, is so built upon Star Wars.
Yeah.
That he can't sway away whatsoever. Like, at all. But it's like, at some point though, dude, you have to take that step in one direction or another. You either embrace and go full shill, or you just say, you actually start speaking your mind.
Yeah.
And like it is, you're gonna take a hit for sure. But you know what? At least you'll be able to speak a little more honestly. And actually, you know, not have to hide behind some bullshit and always have to roll back anything you fucking say.
He doesn't take his stand, and
No,
why would he? Right? Why would
he?
Because his business depends on being there for the shields. Even and that's what, like, you know, if he took a stance, you know, yeah, maybe I'd still agree with. I would disagree with some of the things he says, but if he at least took a stance, like, no, you know what, like, I'm a Disney fan, like, whatever, fine, like, I'd still rip on him, but at least I can respect, like I'm taking a hard stand, like, I believe that Filoni is the guy to do it because of X, Y, and Z. Like, just take a stance, right? But what the problem is, he sat there and he'll say that he loves the prequels, he loves George, he's defended George, but then he'll also say that Filoni's the savior, and that in itself is like oil and water. You can't sit here and say that you support George and you love what George did and you love Star Wars, but you love you and then say that Filoni's the right guy for the job. It makes no sense, because what George did and what Filoni is doing is it's complete opposite. I don't care like what your thoughts are on it. It's the truth. And the only way that I would concede that point is if George himself came out on record and would say, no, Filoni is doing exactly what I think, what he is carrying out, what I thought, what I wanted to be carried out, right? And he hasn't, and he probably won't. And anybody who knows anything of George can watch what he created, read the EU, and look at the just utter garbage that Disney has, what they have created, and there's no similarities. And that's what's so frustrating. There's people, like, I have friends that are like, well, no, you know, Jay Hitman, you're wrong, because this is what George like, because George. So an example back in Book of Boba, where it was Boba and Cad Bane facing off. The guy that who has met George and has had conversations with George, apparently, and I don't know if it's very, I know he's at least met him, apparently, according to him, that says that George loved Westerns, and this is exactly what George would have wanted done, because he loved Westerns. Okay, so because George loved Westerns, you're saying that this trash scene between him and like, that's what he was going for? Like, I just try harder. So until he goes on record and says that, like, I won't believe it. And until Neo 2 takes a stance and takes a stance on what he, just take a stand, dude. Just be warm or cold,
100%.
hot or cold, dude. Don't play this ride the fence because it lines your pocketbooks, man. I'm not going to bend the knee to a group of people just because I want a paycheck. Like, you're compromising that you're compromising your ethics, your morals, you're compromising just your beliefs. Like, take a stance. That's it. I'm off my soapbox, but that's why I can't respect the guy. Like, yeah, to your point, he might know his stuff, but okay. Like, you have knowledge of George and Star Wars, and you have knowledge of Filoni's. Good on you, but you're not. What are you doing with it? You're not taking a stance. You're playing both sides. You're double dipping in the bean dip. Like, that's a no. You can't double. There's no double dipping. You can't double dip. I don't care what anybody says. That's a cardinal sin. You can't go to a party and double dip. You can't use one chip and dip twice. It's illegal. You're thrown in jail for that stuff.
I'm with you. So you want? I figured we could at least do a palate cleanse with this.
Yeah, really quick. Yeah, because then I got to head out. So.
Rip on some more of the Disney shills. Let's do this.
Got about 8 minutes, so we can go through it really quick.
I'm just gonna pretty much let it play through anyway.
Oh, no, you're good. Hey, palate cleanse.
Remember, anyone? I'll drop links to his channel too. If you aren't already following Grizzy, please go.
I was wondering if he was gonna find another.
He's hit 10,000. The dude is a beast. He puts together some hilarious shit. Here's the link to his channel in the chat, and here we go.
Like a lot of people, I was frustrated with constantly getting rejected, but that was before I discovered never getting laid.
Nice.
When you make a commitment to never getting laid, you no longer have to waste time in your mostly unsuccessful pursuit of sex. It's essentially like you're telling your sex life, you can't fire me because I quit.
Son of a bitch, dude.
And we already know how low your standards are. Try never getting laid today because you can't disappoint anyone in the bedroom if no one wants to sleep with you in the first place.
And that's a fact. I think the show has had some of the best moments in Star Wars, period.
Well, that's because you're an idiot.
Look at her! So did she get an upgrade? Can she power up now? She a super witch?
Why is everyone so fucking stupid?
You dusty old queef. It's a mortal blade.
Oh!
I don't know why, but this woman literally reminds me of this chick from South Park.
They call me Nut Gobbler.
This is everything I've ever wanted.
Yeah. Oh my God!
There go the two Phis. What a shot, dude. I just got chills.
Can you shut the fuck up?
The Jedi, the witch, and the
I
warlord.
get chills just from that. Just two.
I freaking love this show.
Come on.
Pathetic. You're a freak.
I've connected to it in a way which I did not think I would.
When did you become such a pussy?
Who told you how to build a lightsaber anyway?
Oh my God, dude. He's making a freaking lightsaber. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm like,
How forced did that sound to you?
Your own business, you scrout out.
Is he gonna light it?
Well done.
Oh, it's blue. It's blue.
Are we seriously doing this again?
Red. That's red.
It's blue.
Years later, a doctor will tell me that I have an IQ of 48 and am what some people call mentally retarded.
No, not the Nazi.
Oh God! Just body checked them both.
Oh God!
And the mash. Oh! Ah!
Jesus.
Look at this.
Oh, this
Look at
big
this.
colors.
This right here is the new Jedi Order.
Oh my god.
I guarantee that guy's still a virgin.
Yes! Seeing Ezra with a saber again, man.
Oh, that was sick. That was sick.
Oh my god! Ah!
That was awesome.
All right, nut gobbler, chill out.
That was very cool.
I've got an infected urinary tract. I've been
Oh,
pissing
God.
blood for a week.
Bruh. Is he having a stroke?
There's something seriously wrong with you.
Oh, with the green glow.
I'm so glad they're seeing this. I'm so glad fans are seeing this.
Nobody gives a shit.
Sick. Holy.
This is a Dave Filoni type fight. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Oh, dude. Creepy jaw. Creepy jaw.
Oh, come on. It's time.
Yes. Yes.
All the fanboys be hating right now.
Yes! See Kylo.
Are you fucking serious?
See Kylo.
We got Vader and now
Vader.
Kylo.
See Kylo.
Dude, you guys are fucking retards.
Come on. Come on, Sabine. Yes. Yes.
I sure do love being gay.
Yeah, dude, decapitation.
Oh my god!
Down.
Let's put it this way. I'd be busting nuts like a squirrel.
Are they in their car? What the hell?
You know it, clap your hands.
Eat shit. Oh, dude, all the different. Oh my god!
This is Disney Star Wars, so you do know there's no guarantee she's dead, right?
Oh.
Exactly.
Fatality.
You don't know that.
I fingered myself so hard, broke a nail.
Today, victory is mine. Long live the Empire.
No!
Yes.
No, because they're hungry. Oh, what? I thought they'd be able to. I can't even speak English right now.
Can you ride in the wave? Can you catch it too? No?
I'm surrounded by idiots.
It's the father and the son.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Live action Dathomir. Live action Dathomir. Live action Dathomir. Live action Dathomir.
She wears underwear with dick holes in them.
Ezra?
Pussy.
Hi, Hera.
Still trying to squeeze that tear out.
Ezra?
Wow, she's
All right, nut gobbler, since deep down I am a gentleman, I'll let this one slide.
You really care about me.
Not really. You're just a hooker, and I need to get laid.
Oh, I didn't need a hug. I need the hug.
What is wrong with your face?
Give it to me, man.
Yes. Force Ghost Anakin.
Dude.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes.
I have been finding God throughout this entire experience.
still trying. Still trying.
The coolest thing about this episode was probably the fact that we got to see Anakin as the ghost.
Dave fucking Filoni doesn't disappoint, does he?
Exactly.
Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Make sure you check out some of the other Star Wars content already live on the channel. And most
absolutely go and give him those subs.
Oh dear, dude.
Oh my god. The cringe that man puts himself through. But it's worth it in the end. But Fake Katarn hates us. Well, you know, I'll hate right back then because he's using my favorite character's name in vain. How dare he? That cock gobbling little shittard. Marlene was saying Fake Katarn hates everybody who doesn't hold to narrative and loves Disney. Oh, you see, that's what surprises me too. And Grizzy made it without dying. And remember, he's clipping out like the best stuff that he can really work with. Imagine what's on the cutting room floor. My God.
Right.
Oh, all right. Well, we survived Ahsoka. We're done with Ahsoka. Thank Christ. We don't have anything, I think, until next year.
Right.
Which is Acolyte.
So we'll get creative. We'll have a fun time.
We'll just start talking topics.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll kind of detox, have some fun.
We need it. We need it after this Kenobi 2.0.
Could Balin awaken the cursed mother Abeloth to create Ragnar? I don't think they're going to bring Abeloth in. I've been seeing those rumors around. And even if they did, it would be a shit version of the character. Follow OG Star Wars. She's been talking about it. She talked about it on CAF chat, and I think she's going to be talking about Abeloth next week. What I found kind of funny too is that she was talking about the Legacy era books or whatever those ones were, Legacy of the Force, and like she says, it's kind of like they softly retcon or reboot the whole Mortis stuff, and actually just kind of like go, actually, it's probably some bullshit. Acolyte sharpening my fangs to rip into that one. The shills are going to be truly epic for that atrocity exhibition. Yeah, it's going to be something for sure, but we'll see once we get there. Next week, we'll be back. Same bat time, same bat channel. Do you got anything going on, Hitman? Anything we're going to plan out, or we'll just play it by ear for
Wednesday.
any?
Yeah, this last week, I had to work impeded a bit. Hopefully, shoot for Wednesday.
All right, cool. So hopefully Wednesday or Thursday, hopefully we'll get some Star Wars: The Old Republic going. More shenanigans, so we have more. So I can clip more of Hitman. I am going to be. I'm in contact with Miss Horror Amarada to jump onto the midweek hump to join them for that on Wednesday night. So keep an eye out for that announcement once that gets official and all that jazz. Hopefully we will. But check that out. And of course, yes, Wednesday mornings, usually 10 to 10:30 a.m. we do those streams. Wookie, I don't know if we're doing only nerd on Wednesday. I know Ahsoka, we're kind of like, decompress. And of course, I'll be as always, I join Static for his weekend pregame on Thursday nights. And like it is, we'll swing right back around. Thank you, Marlene, for joining us. She says, thank you very much for having me. Absolutely. Hail all. Have a great night and weekend and happy Halloween. Yes, happy Halloween. We'll be watching for upcoming streams and such. Thank you. And thank you very much for jumping over here as well and catching our Saturday stream. Working on Star Wars Funeral this Tuesday or next. That's right. And Crimson Raptor, thanks for joining us. Brandon Tran, thanks for jumping back in again. Balin will be the most recasted or CGI by AI next season. Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't consider AI. Yeah, you're right. If they've got the rights to his likeness, yeah. Red Hoodwinked, thank you again for joining us tonight. Says thanks for the stream, guys. Later. And also Static, was, of course, the first joiner in. Jason was here earlier. And thank you, anybody that is watching us on the replay. As always, it's greatly appreciated. Help boost our numbers because, and those, we're trying to get those watch times up. I have everything set for the podcast and stuff. I lost two subs, darn. Down to 161. I was at 163, darn it. But anyways, please do hit that like button, that what a blah sub button, all that jazz. Help pump up them numbers. And yeah, with that, I'll say good night, goodbye, and again, thanks everybody for joining us for the fun. Bye-bye.
What is thy bidding, my master?
Yeah, I should have known from the very beginning. From what you said. Yeah, when the mega powers were formed. Yeah, what you were out for from the very beginning. Yeah, you were after what was mine. I remember what you said.
You can destroy the Emperor. Join me. Together, we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
Yeah, that one was rough. Those words right there. Yeah, I got stuck, yeah, but I swallowed it anyway. Didn't like the taste, but I swallowed it anyway, yeah. But I remember the time when there was a conquistador out of the ring. The one that's so jealous that he can't stand it, yeah. Yeah, you came in there with your poses, yeah, but you made a big idiot out of yourself, yeah. And speaking of idiot things, what about that stupid idea? Did you forget that one? Think back. That right there sealed your fate. Yeah, that put the madness over the edge. But I'll tell you what felt even better, yeah, was in the dressing room, in the first aid room. Me being unselfish, yeah, said go ahead, do the thing, yeah. You won't steal my thunder, no. When you take a look at the madness's eyes, all you're gonna see is complete and utter rage!